Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony from Cypher House Escape, and I'm back with another video of the Daro Caro puzzle hunt. We're up to video 4 now on the Daro Caro hunt, and we've currently solved 8 of the 15 feeder puzzles. We need to solve 10 in order to unlock the meta puzzle, so maybe that'll happen today, and maybe it won't. In particular, the further that we get into these Daro Caro puzzle hunt videos, the more likely it is that our random wheel of chance is going to spin the stargazing puzzle. What's so special about the stargazing puzzle? I don't know, but I do know that I got an expert at stargazing to help me out with this video, and that's my brother Nick. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Anthony. I bought a telescope last week just so I could be even more of an expert.
So you've been really rooting for this stargazing puzzle for the last several times that we've spun the wheel. I was curious, why?
I like stars. It's because, honestly, we've been going through this hunt, I feel, pretty quickly. It has the most number of incorrect guesses, so I want to know what's going on with it.
Oh, I see. So you're going over the stats that are on the puzzle page, and you're noticing that there's a lot of wrong answers for the stargazing puzzle, and you want to know what that's all about. Well, there's only one way that we're going to be allowed to do that puzzle, and that's if the random wheel of chance says that we're allowed to. So I'm going to spin the wheel now, and we'll see what puzzle we're going to start the video off with. Okay. Sorry, Nick, the puzzle we're doing is you dim some, you eat some.
What were the odds?
So this is the other shorts puzzle listed in the shorts section with World Wide Web, which we solved last video. So I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit on the faster side in terms of puzzle length and puzzle difficulty. I'm starting our timer for the puzzle now. You dim some, you eat some.
This is cute.
They are very cute. These dishes are also yummy. Chinese food is the best. Yum cha. Are these Excel commands, Nick? I feel like dim sum is an Excel command or something.
I don't know of an Excel command called yumcha.
Note, the images are not needed to solve this puzzle. They're provided here solely to stimulate your taste buds. Okay, so we have these images. The images aren't important for the solve. I'm assuming that the words and phrases under the images will be useful, and then we have these clues that are down at the bottom of the page.
Something else that I've noticed real quick is there's different number of blanks put of clues. 3 clues that have 3 blanks, and I see 3 down here with 3 words.
Yeah, that's a good observation. I'm pretty sure these words are going to go in here, and just like in the flavor text where they have the word Chinese food, I'm thinking they might be like sound alike.
I wonder if yum cha. Yeah, yum cha is a dish.
Oh, involving Chinese tea and dim sum.
Dim sum is a large range of small dishes.
Now that I'm blank with this blanksk, I can't go play with my PS4. Now that I'm done with this task, I can go play with my PS4. This blank game has 4 strange blankles, but we blank anyway.
I think it's the bottom left. This new game has 4 strange rolls, but we won anyway.
Let's blank it takes for us to read these 3 books. A blanked Chinese culture. So that's about?
I think it's the bottom right. See lawn it takes for us to read these books.
Yeah. Oh, I think that first one's Xiao. Let's see how long it takes us.
Yeah.
I'll be back at 1 p.m. Blank you later. Blank dear.
See you later, my dear.
I blank to blank out at 6 p.m. for dinner. Toodle-doo.
I have to go out.
Yeah, it's this one. You've been mun blank on these snacks for 3 hours. Soon you'll be all blank.
You've been munching on these snacks for 3 hours. Soon they'll be all gone.
Okay, so
now what do you think we do?
Well, I noticed that they all have a number in them. So I don't know if I copied over the correct word or if I was supposed to use the one at the bottom, but I figure I'll just index into these and see how it goes for us. It does not look like I've done it correctly. I think the ones at the bottom were matching up closer with the sounds anyway, so. Hue, us, ooey. I just noticed that on some of the pictures, they switch which word is gray versus which word is black. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're only supposed to use like the gray words or the black words.
Those are the gray ones, so you can just copy if you want.
Oh, actually, it's all the black ones. So it's all the ones you didn't highlight.
No, it says treasure.
Yeah, treasure. Okay, so I'm going to try treasure as the answer to this puzzle. Treasure is correct. Our time for that puzzle was just over 17 minutes. Okay, so that's another puzzle down. Let's spin the wheel and see what puzzle we're gonna solve next.
Okay.
Fireflies. It's not stargazing, I'm sorry, Nick. Okay, I'm gonna start our timer and we'll give the Fireflies puzzle a shot. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Don't let your fear blind you, Arlo. Sometimes you gotta get through your fear to see the beauty on the other side. Arlo is from The Good Dinosaur. Okay, so this looks like a Pick-a-Pix or nonogram puzzle. Okay, it looks like we've copied the entire puzzle over here into the sheet, so we're going to get working on the logic portion of this and start filling it in. Now, as with most nonogram puzzles, it makes sense to start with the larger numbers, so I'm looking at this row that has a 15-3 in it. There's also that column that has the 119.
Well, so like I was saying before, it's 28 across and 20 up.
Mm-hmm.
So that 119 can only go one way.
Yeah, good point, good point. So yeah, we can fill that one in right away.
So I also don't always start with the bigger ones. Sometimes I start with the smaller ones, especially when they're given to us. So the one on the far left, because it's a 2 and we're given one of them, it can't be the one in the top, and it can't be all these ones down here.
Yeah, you're right. Now, these all have to be green just because of how this 15 is going to fit into the grid. Another thing that we can do that I personally like to do with colored nonogram puzzles is sometimes I'll focus on a single color and just try to knock that one out. So like this tan especially seems to be really restrictive because we have a 5 in this column and there's only 5 different rows where tan can even be present.
The 2 squares directly above that tan that you just filled in has to be brown, because you can't have brown in the top row at all.
Yes, good call. We have this 3-2 for the tan here. There's only one way that those can fit in the spaces where there's allowed to be tan, because there has to be at least one space separating them. We also see that in these 2 columns, we have a 3 and a 2 in the tan color, and we know that neither of those can stretch down at all, so they have to both go upwards.
The 3 all the way at the bottom of the grid up the column has to go up because it's constrained there now too.
Alright, so we finished with coloring all of the tan spaces, and that's going to help us to place some of the other colors around it. So this is starting to look like almost a sphinx or something.
Try the answer.
No,
Must be sphinx.
I'm not gonna try sphinx. Okay, so where do we go from here? We just have the blue and the green squares left to fill in, but that's most of the puzzle is blue and green squares. So we just realized we had a mistake somewhere over on the left-hand half of our grid, so we're just resetting that part and we're going to try it again. Oh no.
Did you mess up again?
I didn't mess up!
Why'd you say, oh no?
Well, because something isn't working.
Did I copy a number incorrectly, perhaps? Oh, yeah, that should be a 5. There we go.
Ah, yay! Okay, so this is starting to look a lot like a picture of a dinosaur.
Don't let your fear blind you, Orlo. Sometimes you gotta get through your fear to see the beauty on the other side.
I think the green is going to be a picture of a dinosaur. I think the tan and the brown are making the picture of the boy in the movie. And I think the blue is making Braille.
Oh, because it says you gotta see.
Okay, so while Nick's finishing filling in some of these cells, I'm going to start reading off the Braille letters and see what we get here. At the top of the grid, we start with the letter S. Then we have the letter C, A, R, E. Then what do we have in this middle part here? B, U, T. Let's see what it's going to say on the inside of the dinosaur. S, T, R, O. I think it's going to be scarred but strong. Okay, so I'm going to try the answer scarred but strong. Oh, scared is... That word's scared, by the way. Scared but strong is correct. Our time for that puzzle was about 48 minutes. Okay, so we have officially solved enough puzzles to take a look at the meta puzzle, but before we do, I want to actually take a quick look at the story for this hunt, because it's something that we accidentally skipped over and just remembered exists. Once upon a Pixar puzzle hunt by Daro Caro, grab the corner of any page to turn it. You flop onto the couch, exhausted after a long day. You reach for the remote to turn on the TV. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot your old collection of VHS tapes. One tape in particular catches your eye. It's been years since I've seen this movie, you think to yourself. Toy Story. Maybe I'll put it on. As the opening scene starts to play, it isn't long before your eyes start to feel heavy. Howdy, partner. You awake? You open one eye groggily to see a familiar figure looking down at you. Wait a sec. Is that Goody? We need your help, soldier. You turn to your left where you see Bud Lightyear standing confidently, but with a concerned look on his face. You see, we've got a little problem. A little problem? Goody interjects frantically. This is not a little problem. We've got a big interdimensional problem on our hands. Look, Sporky is Bonnie's new favorite toy, so we have to make sure he's safe, but for some reason, he keeps running off crying that he's garbage. Every time we turn our backs, he tries to sneak away. And that's the problem, Bud continues. Sporky runs off, but this time it looks like he found the portal toy in Bonnie's closet. The portal toy, a fancy new high-tech machine that allows toys to travel between dimensions. Right, so that's where we need your help. We heard jigsaws are good at solving puzzles. Jigsaw? You stammer? What in the high heavens is he talking about? You slowly turn to your right where a gigantic mirror faces you. Oh my dog, I'm a jigsaw piece. So are you up for the task, partner? We'll need you to travel through portals, look for clues, and find Sporky. Can we count on you? I'm on it, you shout confidently. You jump up and approach the portal toy. Let's go find Sporky. Okay, so the meta puzzle looks like it has a picture of Sporky on it. I'm going to start our timer, and we're going to open up the meta puzzle. We might not decide to work on the meta puzzle, but we're just going to take a look and see if we can try it with the clues that we currently have. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So here's the next couple pages of the book, it looks like. You return to Bonnie's room where Bud and Goody eagerly approach you. Hey partner, we're glad you're back. Did you find anything? While you were gone, we found this mysterious note by Bonnie's bed. Can you take a look? And then I take it the note is the information that's down the rest of the page. Revisit the films, retrieve recollections to make the connections. I think these are all the movies that each of the puzzles was based off of. Yeah, some of them are used multiple times, like Mr. Incredible's here, and so is Jack Jack. Do you think it's as easy as just indexing into the corresponding puzzle answer with these numbers? Let's take all of our current puzzle answers over to a meta puzzle sheet. We can add what movie these are part of off to like the right.
So Highway Patrol was Cars.
And then, yeah, so the only one I don't have is that little bird thing.
It's Piper. It's an animated short film.
Well, that makes sense for why those two were shorts, right? Piper and Bow are both animated shorts. Okay, so in the sheet, we've put what each of these movie characters are from, as well as the number that is given on this page. We've also brought over the list of puzzles as well as the ones that we've currently solved. We're going to try indexing into these answers by just the number. We've also sorted which movie is associated with which puzzle. So for Finding Nemo, the answer was Scientific Reef Search, and we need the 8th letter, which is an F. So this is probably going to spell out find. We don't have the answer to Onward yet. So this seems to spell out find all the Easter eggs. Where do you think the Easter eggs are? If I go into like a previous puzzle, is there an Easter egg there?
Or do you think that's just the answer?
Maybe that's the answer. I'll try it. Find all the Easter eggs. Good idea. I think I saw an Easter egg at, and then there's a link. Easter egg 1. What? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Here's a scene from Monsters, Inc., who makes a cameo. So this whole puzzle is gonna be about Pixar's tendency to connect all of their various worlds together by putting shout-outs to their other movies within each other. So like in this scene in Monsters, Inc., Nemo is being held, or a Nemo toy is being held by Boo. That's pretty cool. So this is Nemo, and we get an N. And now if I type that in to the answer checker, what do we get? Good eye, the next egg is at, okay, this link. So we need to just change basically the end of the URL to Nemo 2. Okay. Oh, that's cool. It's also going to track our answers between these Easter egg pages. Here's a scene from Coco, who makes a cameo. There's Buzz Lightyear, there's Woody, and the monster from Monsters, Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, good point. It's Mike Wazowski. And that's correct. So now we're going to Mike 3. Here's another scene from Coco, who makes a cameo.
The Incredibles.
Here's a scene from The Incredibles, who makes a cameo. Oh, that's one of the cars from Cars, the blue one. Doc Hudson. Oh, he was the answer, one of the puzzle answers, right? Here's a scene from Ratatouille. What's the Easter egg? Oh, that's the dog from Up. Oh, I think the Easter egg is Doug's shadow. Here's a scene from Monsters University, who makes a cameo.
So that's the green dinosaur. Is that from The Good Dinosaur?
Yes. Notcha? Maybe we're gonna have to order these at the end. Here's a scene from Onward, who makes a cameo. That's the Ratatouille mouse. I'm pretty sure on the right. Here's a scene from Toy Story, who makes a cameo. Bug. Ant? I don't know. What was the ant's name in Bug's life? All right, trying Dot. Dot was correct.
Are these edited, or are these actually in all of these movies?
These are actually in them. I've seen several of these before. Here's a scene from Up, who makes a cameo.
It looks like that pink bear.
Oh yeah, that's the pink bear from Toy Story 3. Here's a scene from Inside Out, who makes a cameo. It's a dinosaur from The Good Dinosaur again. Here's a scene from Finding Nemo, who makes a cameo. That's Mr. Incredible, right? Notch Sartsi. Here's another scene from Inside Out, which 2 Pixar films are referenced.
Finding Nemo on the right-hand side.
Yes, and probably The Good Dinosaur, right? Here's a scene from Wall-E. What's the Easter egg? Oh, it's the tennis ball walker that the man uses in Up. I wonder how many of these there are. There's so many Easter eggs in Pixar films. Like, we could be doing this for the rest of the day. Here's a scene from Cars 3. What's the Easter egg?
It's Coco's guitar.
Here's a scene from Cars 2, who makes a cameo. It's the family from Brave in the top right. That's the last one. Let's head back to the bedroom, and then we have a completely new link. Okay, so it's looking like this meta puzzle is going to take a lot longer than I thought in order to solve. So I'm going to end the current video here. Stay tuned, because next week we're going to continue working on the meta puzzle, and who knows, we might even wrap it up.
I hope so. Can't stand these cliffhangers.
For reference, it took us about 38 minutes to get to this point. I am going to keep running our timer from the 38-minute mark to see how long it takes us to get through the entire meta puzzle as a whole. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and as always, happy escaping.